everyone, and welcome back to Healing Hope. Thanks for tuning in again, and welcome if it's your first time. So I just want to let you know that I do have an Instagram account now. It's called The Healing Hope, all in lowercase letters, and it's my daily chronicle of just my life, the good, the bad, the ugly, all of it. So if you want to follow along to see more of my daily life and connect with me, I would love that. So check me out there. And so for this video, this one will be a shorter video than my last two, which were longer because of my story. But I just wanted to kind of go through some books that have really helped me. I'm a big researcher. I like to learn about what doctors are wanting me to do and also just different treatments that are out there. So with that being said, the first two are ones that I have just really have helped me more emotionally with this journey. One is more recent. It's Believe Me by Yolanda Hadid, and this one's been helpful treatment-wise as well with different ideas, but also just hearing her story and how I just really related to it. So if you have Lyme disease especially, so good. It just, I laughed, I cried, everything. And then if you know someone with Lyme disease, goodness, this is a great resource just to understand them better. Another one is The Scars That Have Shaped Me. This one has just helped me with a better perspective too, of just allowing my suffering and my pain to shape me for the better instead of the worse. So good book there. And now into actual like treatments and like books that are like written by doctors and so one that I really like that is easier to comprehend. So if you're having brain fog, or different things, The Beginner's Guide to Lyme Disease. Diagnosis and Treatment Made Simple. It's by Nicola McFadden. She's an ND. Really good book. It's easier to understand, which I like. She has some other books out there too, which I've had, but I don't know where they've gone to, but really like this one. She does natural, but she's also big into antibiotics. So if you're interested, especially in antibiotics route as your foundation, that's a good one. Another one for antibiotics is Dr. Richard Horowitz, Why I Can't Get Better, Solving the Mystery of Lyme and Chronic Disease, which he also has a follow-up one, which I haven't gotten yet. And I like Dr. Horowitz, and I know he helps people a lot. I don't follow this treatment protocol as much. But still really good resources, tells you a lot about the other co-infections in detail, symptoms, and so good book there. I also like Brian Rossner, who is not a doctor. He is a fellow Lyme, and he has just done a lot of research in different treatments that are out there, is talking with doctors and other Lyme patients and what has worked for people. And so his first book that I read was the Top 10 Lyme Disease Treatments. And then he followed that up with Freedom from Lyme Disease, New Treatments for a Complete Recovery. So kind of a follow-up to this one as new treatments have come about. He's very informative, just lays it out of what different people are doing. Doesn't claim that any of them are, healing, and everybody is so different. So you have to find what works for you. So that can be hard, but he does a good job at just laying it out there and giving you tools for you to research and talk with your doctor about, and how to find a doctor and tips on that. He also has When Antibiotics Fail, Lyme Disease and Rife Machines, which it seems that Rossner is kind of, his view of Rife Machines has kind of changed since writing this. He's still a big proponent for it, but it's a good place to start with Rife Machines if you're interested in doing that. But talk with your doctor. And I am not one by any means. I'm just offering resources that have helped me, not claiming anything. And there's a lot of other resources out there with Rife Machines. Another person that I really like, an herbalist, is Stephen Buhner. He has his own Lyme protocol, and here's his book on it, Healing Lyme. Natural healing and prevention of Lyme and its co-infections. So good resource there, especially if you're into herbals, which I am getting more into. He also has Herbal Antibiotics, a book on natural alternatives, and so gives you like how to make your own tinctures using herbs and what is out in nature. Yeah, so good resources there just for normal things in life to keep your body healthy, and just support with what, God has given us in nature. Another big thing that I am into for supports of my body is essential oils. Yeah, so I really, really like those. And one good resource for that is Essential Oils Pocket Reference, which I like this one because it gives more detailed information regarding each essential oil and the properties, and how it can support your body. So I like this one, but it's not as easy like as a quick reference, at least for me. I have a harder time like locating what I want from it. And so for that, I really like Surviving When Modern Medicine Fails. Or it shouldn't even just be when modern medicine fails. I think we should find ways of supporting our bodies before even like going to the doctor, advocating for ourselves and taking responsibility for our bodies, and preventing like needing to go for modern medicines, because modern medicine has its uses, and I'm not saying it doesn't, even though I am more alternative minded now. There are still things that I think modern medicine is really good at. And so, yeah, but I'm also a big proponent for just strengthening your body and trying to not get it to a point where you need that. And I think trying things that come from this earth and how God created things to be is a good first line of defense. Another good book I like is Beyond the Yeast Connection by two different doctors, Dr. Levin and Gare. Yeah, so candida issues are pretty common with just in normal life, and also just if you've been on antibiotics a lot for whatever reason, really good resource there. I mean, we do want yeast in us. That's a natural thing, and our gut needs that, but it can get overrun with it, like an overgrowth. And so how to like have the proper amount of yeast and how to get your body working better. So smart ways of doing that. A lot of it is our diet, and just our gut health. Another big thing for those with chronic illness is adrenal fatigue. And so it's quite a big book written by Dr. Lamb, and just goes in depth of how our adrenals work and how it works with other organs in our body, and just understanding that, and then how to reclaim it. And some of that is lifestyle changes too, because with our especially westernized lifestyle, we don't know really how to care for our bodies in the proper way and rest it and support and keep our adrenals functioning well. Another big part, I think, is one of the biggest foundations too, is just our lifestyle and how we eat, which is big. My eating has changed a lot, and it was really hard in the beginning. It was really hard because I didn't even know where to even begin. So a good book is also Recipes for Repair, a Lyme disease cookbook, but it can be used for any chronic illness, autoimmune illness, healing foods. I don't follow too many like recipes. I'm not good at that. I like to wing it, but it gives me a good starting point, which I really like, and ideas. And another thing I'm really into is juicing or making green smoothies. Not like smoothies that you would get at like a smoothie place with lots of fruit. I do put some fruit, but I do more vegetables. But juicing is great, and if you want some ideas of like certain juices and like what juices are good for helping your body detox in different ways, is Raw Juices Can Save Your Life by Dr. Kabat. And it helps, like, because sometimes when you wing it with juices, they might not taste very well. So there are good recipes in here. There's also lots of things online as well. So that was kind of a quick run through, maybe some ideas to get you started. They're all books that have really helped me, but I really believe that we have to be our biggest advocates, and I wish I had been a bigger advocate for my own health and taken more control before I got sick. But that is one thing I'm very thankful for having this chronic illness and having Lyme disease, and the journey that I've been on is, in a weird way, I'm healthier than I ever have been, even though I'm sicker, if that makes any sense, just with how I eat and how I care for myself and Yeah, so doctors have their place for sure, but I think we need to take more control for sure of our own health. So yeah, if you have any questions or if you have any recommendations of other books, I'm always wanting to learn more. So put them in the comments and follow me on Instagram if you're interested, and check back in for my next video. All right, thanks. Have a good day.